Hi, my name is Aisha and you're watching The Beauty Pro. Beauty comes from all things beauty, basically me doing makeup, doing microblading, doing eyelashes, doing facials, that whole nine. I was like, you know what? I can't just say like, I just do makeup or I just do microblading or I just do this. I was like, let me just combine that with the term beauty, because that is literally all, targeted in the same term. So that's how I came with the beauty. And then professional, I was like, okay, I'm a professional at what I do. So I was like, let me just call myself the Beauty Pro. And of course I had got like inspiration from like this girl that I had seen. She called herself a beauty professional, and which I thought that was really dope. But I was like, how can I make this my own? So I just called myself the Beauty Pro. That's basically what it's about, just all things beauty. And that's just that on that. The representation of the sunflower logo, of course, I gravitate towards sunflowers just because of the color, everything about them, the spiritual meaning of a sunflower, meaning longevity. Sunflowers don't bloom all year round. And I feel like that kind of relates to me because I have times and days where I'm not always perfect or where I'm not always like productive. And, sometimes I feel like, that's me relating to the sunflower. So that's how I came up with that. And then also like my friend Brianna, she would tell me, you're a sunflower. And I always asked her, I was like, Bri, what do you mean by that? She explained it to me. I was like, wow, that makes so much sense. And ever since then, I gravitated towards it. And I knew that I wanted to incorporate that with my business, because I feel like everybody is a sunflower. Everybody's not perfect. Everybody has, their down season where they're not, feeling like themselves. But just know when that season come back around, you gonna come back and you gonna flourish like a sunflower. And that's just that on that. It's a spiritual meaning for me. I didn't just choose it because sunflower's cute. No, I can relate. So, I have a lot that I want to work on when I get my business kind of grounded. My main goal is to create a nonprofit organization for girls that, don't really have the mental stability, financial stability in general from their peers, their family members. I want to create an organization that will fund that, fund their dreams. But the catch is in the beauty industry specifically, because I can relate to that. It's my way of giving back as well, because I know the struggles that I had to go through, and I know that it wasn't easy for me mentally, financially. So I want to provide that for them. You can expect personality. You can expect. I have an affirmation page. I'm healing, in my process of healing. I know that there's people out there that are kind of lost as well. And because I feel like I've gotten to a certain point where I can I'm still healing, I'm not perfect, but I've gotten to a certain point where I can help other people or uplift other people in my process now that I kind of gained a little bit of knowledge of what I know. And so the affirmation page is kind of like us healing together. I overthink a lot. I'm not even gonna lie, I'm a Virgo, so y'all already know Virgos overthink everything. We overthink everything. Yes, it's nothing that I struggle with daily that I can't figure out how to work out the next day, because that's what I'm here. I have to figure it out. I can't keep just struggling with it daily. I always come up with a solution. So those would be the only things, overthinking, and then just being hard on myself. And that's really it. Yeah. The first color is sunflower yellow, which I have shortened it to a little name, which will one day be in the dictionary, and it's called Spy. Sunflower yellow and rose gold are like the two colors that kind of like intertwine with my brand, and they kind of intertwine with my personality and my spirit as well. And the reason why I say that is because like sunflower yellow, it's like a really bright, bold color. So, you know, like a lot of people attract to that color, and it looks good on anyone, no matter what tone you are. It looks good on anybody. So I chose that color not only because it's, you know, it's cohesive. It's cohesive with the sunflower. And then rose gold is like, you know, real sassy, real in your face. It's real cute and girly and dainty. So I kind of combine those with each other, because from the sunflower yellow Spy, you get that kind of like spiritual vibe. You can transition it into the summer, to the spring. And then with the rose gold color, it's real sassy. And it kind of goes with my personality too, because I kind of got like two different, like, not saying that I'm like bipolar or anything, so don't think I'm crazy, but I'm saying like the sunflower yellow kind of like reminds me of like a spiritual side of myself, and then because of the sunflower, and then the rose gold kind of reminds me of like my sassy side, because I can be like, I can be really girly and like, you know, fierce and all that stuff, but it kind of gives me two sides of myself. And you know, you can either choose the spiritual side or you can choose the fierce, sassy side, and that's basically how I came up with my colors. So yeah, that's it. Spy, don't forget it, okay? Those two terms kind of like it just speaks for itself, honestly. Like the beauty bunch, the beauty pro, all things beauty. Basically, that kind of ties into like women just coming together and just kind of like clicking up and really having each other's backs, and just kind of like sticking together and empowering each other. So I kind of called that the beauty bunch because it relates to, you know, my name and stuff like that, the beauty pro. And I thought that was kind of like a cool name. And then also, if you think about it, what they call it, the Brady bunch. So I kind of got, you know, some inspiration from that and just made it my own. So I just, you know, decided to call, you know, the little group of women that I know the beauty bunch, and that's just that. So join the beauty bunch. But the sunflower sister meaning comes from if I get to know, you know, a woman, and like we become cool and close, and we start getting to know each other and uplifting each other and helping each other throughout our journey, I kind of like relate to her as my sunflower sister, because spiritually we have like a cool connection, and it's just cute. Like, you're my sunflower sister, come here, like I want to embrace you, like, yeah. So yeah, and I already told you the meaning of a sunflower, so if you can kind of like put those together, you already know. That is a deep question. That's really deep, because that's something that I feel like I have kind of like overcome. I haven't mastered it yet, because I still kind of struggle with it, but that's something that I've came a long way from my past, and like moving on from the things that kind of like scorned me, you know, as a child and as like a teenager, and then as a grown woman. The steps that I took, and hopefully this will help someone else out. But for the most part, first step was coming to realization that something is hurting me. Because sometimes a lot of us, we kind of cover up how we really feel, and we'll lie to ourselves and say, oh, this isn't bothering me, I'm fine, I'm okay. And I think that can scar you even deeper. So the first step is coming to truth, face to face with the truth that this is bothering me, and not trying to say, oh, it's nothing, it's cool, it's good. Like, no. Be real with yourself. And then the second step, I would say, once you come to realization, you're aware of that, you can finally like start your healing process. But like, even if you don't get like clarity from whoever, like, or your past or whatever hurt you, like, you still have to kind of like maneuver around that. But as long as you know that this is bothering you, you can kind of work on it and kind of fix it. I say take the positives out of every situation from your past, And sometimes you got to tell yourself like, okay, maybe it wasn't intentional. Maybe that person didn't know. Maybe that person didn't realize they hurt me. You know what I'm saying? Maybe they're battling their own, you know, demons or whatever. And you just got to keep it pushing, because it's not going to do anything but hurt you even more. You got to move on. You got to keep it pushing. You got to move on. You got to keep it pushing. But that's it. That's all I got for you. So thank you guys so much for watching this short introduction. I really hope you kind of gain some knowledge and kind of who I am, get the feel of me. If you like this video, go ahead and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you can know when a video drops from the Beauty Pro. Thank you.